Struggling approaching people, or you don't know what to say once you meet somebody? I'm going to share with you a way to exude confidence in both professional and personal networking situations. I used to be shy and insecure, and I'm an introvert. So for me, it was really challenging to go out and approach people. I have developed a way for me to overcome that fear of talking to people. But even now that I've overcome that fear, I can still find it really challenging to keep the conversation going or to extract myself when I don't feel comfortable in the situation. What I'm not going to talk about is how to make a cheesy pickup line or how to impress somebody. What I want you to walk away with is a good understanding of how to make a connection in 1 to 3 minutes. The first thing you need is have a sense of purpose. Why are you going to the event you are going? Is it a professional networking event or are you going for a fun night out with friends? Then the next question you need to ask yourself is where are you going to meet the people? For example, you might be going to a nightclub or you might be going to a cafe. The way of communication in each of these circumstances, environments is very different. You also need to know what you want to get out of the evening. Are you looking for a connection to advance your career? Are you just going to hang out with friends for a fun night out? Or do you hope to walk away with a phone number at the end of the evening so you can have a follow-up date with somebody? The next step is to get out of your head. You need to change your mindset. Those thoughts of I'm not good enough, not smart enough, I've got nothing to offer are thoughts that you have that the other person might be having. But you don't know what it is that they're thinking. So you need to tap into your strengths. Whether you're funny or good looking, use those qualities of you to change the script in your mindset. So instead of having all of these thoughts, you can sort of say to yourself, what do I have to offer? What do I have to learn? Don't stay in your head too long because before you know, the opportunity is gone. Next is the approach. So how do you approach somebody? Well, the first thing you need to do is make sure that you have a confident body language. You can simply do that by rolling your shoulders back. And that's all you need to do to give yourself a more open posture. You also might be worried about the opening line. And the truth is that it's really simple. You can say, hi, how are you? And it's all you need to do to connect with somebody. But there's one thing for you to be aware of. Very often, people don't feel comfortable being approached. Nobody likes to be sold to, and people feel a bit uncomfortable when their personal space gets invaded. So now that you've made the move, you need to start to build connection. You do this by asking open questions. You need to ask questions that help you find common ground, things that you're both interested in, attitudes and beliefs that you have in common. You can start by asking simple questions. Why are you here? Do you know this person or how are you connected to my friends? Do you come here often? These are very simple questions for you to ask when you first meet somebody. If you're smart, you will find out what they like to do in their spare time. This will help you when you are trying to extract yourself from the conversation or when you want to organize a follow-up date. If it is appropriate, you can also start to think about making a more physical connection. Touching a person on the arm will help you build a physical connection with somebody, but only do so if it is appropriate and if you feel that it is going to be reciprocated. It's not going to be easy and it's not going to be smooth sailing all the time. A person simply might not be interested in you. It is their loss. How do you know a person is not interested in you? Well, they are not going to respond very well to your questions. They are short, they keep looking over their shoulders, or they are simply looking at their phone all the time. How can you extract yourself from a difficult conversation? Well, you just need to excuse yourself, which can be really tough if you're having a one-on-one conversation. One way of doing this is by inviting somebody else into the conversation. If they are standing there with friends, you turn to their friends and have a conversation with them. If you are standing there alone and you don't know what to do, simply make an excuse. Say, I need to go to the bathroom, or I need to go to the bar to get a drink, or simply say, look, I've been talking to you long enough now, and I am going to see my friends. So these are simple ways for you to extract yourself from a difficult conversation. But here is the takeaway. When you act from a place of authenticity, the right people will see you and they will appreciate you and they will want to connect with you. So let's summarize your approach for the next time you want to approach somebody. If you want to approach somebody, there's a few things you need to do. First of all, be clear on what you want the outcome of the conversation to be and why you're going to approach this person. Then you need to get out of your head. Accept there's all these strange thoughts going in your head, but this is about you. Third is you need to make that approach. And once you've made that approach with a simple hi, how are you, you need to keep the conversation going by asking them questions. Then, when you know the situation is going really well, you can ask for the phone number or find out from them how you want to continue building the relationship. So that's all. That's all there is to meeting somebody and starting to build relationships. Let me know how successful you've been implementing these steps. And then I'm looking forward to hearing your success stories or your failures. Just leave them here in a comment so I can read them.